guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another WWE reaction. Today we're going to react to 10 stale WWE stars who desperately need a new gimmick. Gimmicks are so important, you guys, and literally one gimmick can make you a celebrity and a superstar. For example, look at Jey Uso and the Yeet thing. It made him, let's be honest, that he became such a star after it. Even if he doesn't have a title right now, everybody knows about Jey. All right, especially like superstars outside, because eating is a thing. All right, before we move on with the video, I want to let you know that I upload weekly on Patreon. I upload SmackDown, NXT, and Raw reactions from the shows. I have a community chat that I keep in touch with you. I react to the Golden Contributors recommendations related to pro wrestling or any other video. The other day, I uploaded a video from the first episode of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I know it's not related to WWE, but I do that as well. I upload more content there. So yeah, if you're interested in checking it out and supporting me more, then you can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/supportbunny. I will leave a link in the description. All right.
10 WWE wrestlers who desperately need a new gimmick. Number 10, Apollo Crews. Now, Apollo Crews has been on the WWE main roster for almost a decade, and in that time, Crews has gone through various character reinventions and gimmicks, but none of them have truly catapulted the talented star to the next level. Crews had a semi-successful run in NXT before he was recalled back up to the main roster in 2023.
See, like, he's there since 2023. I have seen him in some matches and I was fascinated. He's so good. He looks good. He has charisma. I don't know though on the mic per se, like I don't remember anything really remarkable. So maybe he could work on that. And I don't think he really needs a gimmick per se as much as an actual story, you know, an actual thing that he can follow. They have so many talented wrestlers and they don't give them the proper chance. I hate that.
Yet Crews returned with no purpose, and when his partnership with Baron Corbin came to an end, Crews was left lingering around without anything to do. Crews urgently needs a new character that lets his abilities shine, and this is something that Triple H and the creative team should put focus on during 2025. Crews has a lot to offer, yet Crews being basically a seasoned enhancement talent is doing him a massive disservice. Number 9, Austin Theory. One of the most frustrating storylines of 2020.
With Austin Theory, we have been waiting so freaking long for him to turn on Grayson Waller, and it's not happening. However, if you checked last week's NXT, last Wednesday's NXT, you can see that everybody was calling out, turn your back on Grayson Waller. And Austin knows, you know, and now the next match will be them against Obafemi and Trick Williams. Besides Obafemi and Trick Williams going through stuff, actually it's a triple threat with Obafemi, and Austin versus Grayson is going to be a thing. So maybe this will be like the start of him turning on Grayson and having him kind of split, because I do want to see Austin going on a solo cruise. All right, I haven't seen that. I wasn't watching WWE when that was a thing.
Before, centered around Austin Theory potentially turning babyface. A babyface turn for Theory was teased time and time again throughout the calendar year, yet WWE just couldn't commit to going all the way with the dissolvement of A-Town Down Under. A Theory at one stage was going to be cemented as a main eventer in WWE. Although it was clear that Triple H doesn't share that vision, the former Money in the Bank holder has a lot of potential as a babyface act. Now, we've seen countless times over the years just how well Theory does when handling media duties or charity appearances. This is a type of ability WWE looks towards when
let's be honest. He looks like the younger John Cena, and he also loves to do stuff like John Cena, take care of kids and do, I don't know if he does like actual humanitarian work, but you could see from that video itself. So I feel like that's a baby face. You know, you cannot do that and not be a baby face. But also, is he really a heel? Like, yeah, they are kind of egotistical, both of them, and they will do whatever to get a win. But at the same time, I haven't seen them really turn heel, like be really bad, like Finn Balor, for example.
Decisions on who are going to be the top baby faces within the company. Is 2025 the year in which Theory finally turns babyface? Well, time will tell. Number 8, Braun Strowman. Since returning to
He does a
WWE,
great
Braun
gimmick with the
Strowman has been
SOB and the
presented as a
choo-choo
babyface
train.
across both Raw and SmackDown. Whilst the former WWE Universal Champion is great in this role, his monster gimmick has truly run its course, and it's time for him to find something new. Strowman is definitely better as a babyface act, and his wild antics and spots definitely lean more towards a babyface character, yet Strowman is clearly lacking in character development, and this is something that WWE needs to rectify. One of the ideas that's been thrown around by fans is allowing fans to see inwards and allowing the audience to learn more about Strowman and his story. Strowman has been through a hell over the past few years, and his real life story would actually make fans care about him as a performer. Number 7. Carlito. Carlito's booking since returning to WWE hasn't exactly set the world on fire. Carlito has mainly been used as a side character in the Judgment Day, and whilst at first this acted as passable comedic relief, it's quickly gone stale, and fans are starting to question the point of Carlito in the faction. Despite being one of the most seasoned male stars on the roster, Carlito barely wrestles, and if he ever does lace up his boots, his performances are often met with criticism, as Carlito has dramatically regressed in the ring. Now, whilst his original gimmick was a classic and maybe dated, it was over, and it may be in WWE's best interest if they revert Carlito back to this gimmick before his final WWE run is considered a total failure. Number 6. Finn Balor. Now in December 2024, when WWE formally announced that Finn Balor was the #1 contender for the world title, not a single fan expected Balor to be successful in his attempts to capture the gold. This was the major issue, as it highlighted just how damaged Balor is as a character, and it was a sign that his persona needs a major overhaul. Balor has quote-unquote been the leader of the Judgment Day faction for several years now, and even though the majority of his work has been great, it's time to do something new with him. Right now, Balor currently lacks credibility, and his motivations as a heel are all over the place. There have been calls from fans to see Balor revert back to being a babyface and leaving the Judgment Day behind him. And this
No, I don't see him as a babyface. I think the situation with Liv taking over the Judgment Day and now him like actually getting destroyed by Priest, and now he's kinda FIY or missing in action. MIA. I'm a millennial, okay? For your information, FYI. Okay.
This could possibly be the best move for his career. The majority of Balor's most exciting feuds and matches have been as a babyface, and seeing that babyface style persona return with an added edge could be the right step forward. Currently, it's unclear whether WWE have any plans to bring back the beloved demon persona, but this will be another welcome step in the next evolution of the inaugural Universal Champion.
Oh my god, him versus Penta?
There are a lot of rumors online regarding the status of Balor's faction, and some fans have theorized that a feud with the Wyatt Six could act as the final nail in the coffin for a stable.
I can see that, because Wyatt Six is all about the family and he betrayed the family, but it kind of like has been since a while. If the Wyatt Six wanted to interfere and make a message and teach him a lesson, it should have already been done. You know, it's not like he just betrayed Priest and he just betrayed... I mean, he didn't betray the Judgment Day, but like he kind of took over and stuff.
Dominating Raw since 2022. Number 5. Naomi. Now, upon returning to WWE at the start of 2024,
Naomi turning
WWE
heel.
fans hoped that the
She's
company
the
would
one
try
who
something
destroyed
innovative
Jade
and
Cardo.
different
Imagine
with
that.
Naomi. She had been using her Feel the Glow persona for years, but there was something that was missing that was preventing her and the character from reaching the next level. It also didn't help that it was never made clear what the character was beyond a fancy entrance, and this is definitely a factor in WWE not going all the way with her.
Exactly. Like, you have this glow thing, but on the mic you never mention it. You should have something like The Rock when he says what The Rock is cooking and stuff like that. Like, you should have it as, I don't know, a saying, so the whole audience and the fan can like repeat it after you and like feel the glow or something. At least that's what I think. But also define glow. Like, I wish she can go on the mic and tell us what glow really, like feel the glow really means to her, so we can be a bit more connected and inspired by it.
2024, it looked like Naomi was going to turn heel, and this was teased countless times during Alliance with Bayley. However, it just never materialized. As things stand, Naomi finds herself in the middle of a storyline with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and due to Cargill being taken out of action, Naomi has stepped into the fold to team with Belair. Now, there have been major rumors that Naomi could be the one behind Jade Cargill's attack, and if this is indeed the case,
or Bailey did it for Naomi because they're friends and she has her back, which would make Naomi really mad and then not turning heel but going against Bailey, who would be a heel at that point, you know?
then it would act as a welcome change of character for Naomi and finally give us something new to do on the blue brand. Number 4, Omos. Now, Omos has disappeared entirely from WWE television, and he's been forced to work on his internet presence, particularly his YouTube channel, to stay in the forefront of the fans' minds. Omos impressed in featured matches against the likes of Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, but this wasn't enough for WWE to keep him on television, and Omos was just relegated to making sporadic house show appearances. In early 2025, Omos stepped into Pro Wrestling Noah, and the Nigerian giant managed to win a title on his first night. Omos getting a run in Japan is a smart move, and it looks like his run already is destined to be a success. When Omos returns to WWE programming, WWE should look to explore Omos' real-life personality. He's connected with the fans thanks to his social media content, and his real-life interviews make him seem like the sweetest, most genuine wrestler in the world. In this day and age, a generic big guy just isn't going to cut it, and little development could go a long way in getting Omos over with the general audience. It's not just the WWE fanbase that has been impressed with Omos, as even the legendary Undertaker allowed Omos a guest spot on his podcast. The podcast appearance was received unbelievably well, and the dead man would later urge WWE to take another look at what Omos could potentially bring to the table. Number 3, Pete Dunne. It was a great move when WWE decided to ditch the Butch persona and allow Pete Dunne to be, well, Pete Dunne again. Ultimately, this has had little to no benefit to Dunne, as outside a fun feud with Sheamus, his character was stale within a matter of weeks, and the former WWE UK champion often finds himself on WWE main event, which is clearly a sign that WWE have no creative plans for him. Dunne is an outstanding wrestler and could be a great addition to the mid-card scene on either Raw or SmackDown, yet he currently lacks any character development. Dunne debuting a new gimmick with his Pete Dunne name should be the move forward, and it may begin to enamor fans towards the popular star. It was reported in 2024 that Dunne was producing matches for WWE Speed, and fans took this as if WWE was slowly fizzling him out as an on-air character, as it's uncommon for wrestlers to pull double duty in this capacity. Nevertheless, Dunne is only 31 years old and still has years upon years left before he even considers retirement. Number 2, Rhea Ripley. Now, some of you ain't gonna like this, but it made all the sense in the world to turn Rhea Ripley babyface. Ripley was incredibly popular despite being a heel, and she had every tool it took to be a top babyface on the women's roster. Whilst Ripley's run as a babyface hasn't been atrocious, the character progression has been abysmal, and fans have urged WWE to do something with Ripley's.
She has been also injured, she got married, she was AFK, maybe the end of 2024 was not really Rhea's time, but now 2025 should be, and maybe now we can actually explore that babyface turn, because the babyface was all about her and Damian getting betrayed by the Judgment Day and trying to pick up where they left and trying to help each other out, and that's fine, that's all right, but what is next? So I agree.
Presentation. Right now, Ripley is presented as invincible, and her character has been in a rut due to a never-ending feud with Liv Morgan. But now with the feud between the two seemingly now in the rearview mirror, then this should mean that Ripley can evolve as a wrestler and as a character, and a slight persona adjustment should be the move forward as WWE heads towards WrestleMania 41. And number 1, The Miz. It's often been said that former WWE champion The Miz is better as a heel as opposed to a babyface. Whilst this may be true, it could be argued that The Miz's finest character work in recent years has come as a babyface during his vastly underrated feud with Gunther. Since that feud, Miz has turned heel and abandoned his former partner R-Truth. Miz is just back to his old ways, and the Final Testament involvement does add an element of freshness to his personality.
Oh my god, you guys, the acting there with the Wild Six and stuff. The Miz is so good on the mic, and he's good also in the ring, but his acting, that was not it. Is it just me? Nah.
Yet in the grand scheme of things, The Miz currently feels like the stalest he's ever been as an on-air character. Now, don't get us wrong, The Miz is still an incredible asset to WWE, and to his credit, his in-ring work still manages to deliver at a high level, which speaks volumes in relation to how talented he is. The issue is that WWE have done everything they can possibly do with him, so what's next? The Miz taking on a new gimmick shouldn't be too difficult, and WWE should look to build Miz as this disgruntled veteran who's now going to do whatever he can to reach the top of the WWE once more. But they have
Maybe.
it, folks. 10 WWE
Like, if we're talking about that, then LA Knight falls on the same category. Like, LA Knight is amazing in the ring, on the mic. He has charisma, his acting's good. And he has, like, his own title run and stuff. But I feel like we can get more from LA Knight. Like, they should focus more on him as well. Like, he's really good. But yeah, that is it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's continue this discussion in the comment section. And yeah, have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.